Tomorrow at 8:32 a.m. in recognition of the exact time when Apollo 11 lifted off to go to the moon, we will be launching 5,000 model rockets simultaneously to set a new Guinness Book of World Records record. A little over a year ago, Dr. Barnhart, our CEO and chief executive, and our project manager, Trevor Daniels, pulled me into their office and said, "Hey, we want to do something special to signify the 50th anniversary of Apollo 11. It was the first time that we had left the Earth to go set foot on something besides our own planet. And the idea was we wanted to set a world record. The Space and Rocket Center has already set a world record before, with formerly holding the record of the world's largest freestanding Connect structure. But we are now planning on setting this record by launching 5,000 rockets to celebrate 50 years since Apollo 11. We've been building the rockets for a little over 2 months now with volunteer help. The community's come out and really helped us. It's been awesome. But our rockets, they're model rocket kits. We get them in a little kit. It's a tube, fins, a nose cone, and we put a tiny little engine in it. We'll have 100 of them in a pallet, and there will be 10 pallets around each one of these large boxes. And the boxes are sort of electronic controllers that will send an electrical signal out to firework or pyrotechnic grade E-matches that will ignite the motors in the bottom of the rockets, and they'll all be set off at the same time. We'll have almost 1,000 campers here at Space Camp this week. They'll all be coming out to celebrate with us. Visitors from around the country. This past weekend we had our Space Camp Hall of Fame ceremony, and a lot of the people who came out for that are still staying in town to celebrate all of this. And really, this is just one of the many events that we'll be doing throughout the week to celebrate the 50th. So it's kind of have them excited about this big event. There'll be a dinner that night, there's a dinner the next night, and then everything through to the weekend and the party downtown. Our rocket launch sort of is a ceremonial kickoff for what we're calling #Global Rocket Launch. So the idea being that, yes, it was the United States that sent the rocket to the moon, but they did it for all mankind. One small step for a man, one giant leap. Mankind isn't just one place or one country. So the idea was we wanted to get everybody who has any involvement or interest in rocketry, in space, in science, and math, even if it's just because they want to do something fun. We've got 100,000 people that have signed up all around the world, every continent except Antarctica, every time zone that really tracks that we can see. So we want people to launch a rocket on that day. If it's a powder rocket like we're launching, or a water rocket, or even just building a rocket out of like straw or like a straw wrapper and blowing it out of a plastic straw, or a stomp rocket or anything else. Really, we just want people to be excited and be interested in what this day means, so that 50 years from now we're celebrating this all over again and looking at what we're doing next. This is something that means a lot to me because people need to know what Huntsville did. Everybody knows about Houston and Florida, but none of the work that happens there gets to happen at all without everything that happened here, without the team at Redstone Arsenal, without the team at Marshall Space Flight Center, and all the work that they did, starting as a tiny Army missile program to being basically NASA's research headquarters for everything they were doing for the Apollo program. And I want people to know, because I love that we're a part of that story here in Huntsville.